Good morning, India. Good morning, humanity. My heart is pierced, but I cannot sing like a nightingale. That's the tragedy. It is 11:22 a.m. in Kolkata. It is 3rd October. It is festive season, and it is hot, very hot, because the climate had changed. Last day it rained 61 millimeter in South Calcutta, but in the north we could not share the raining. It is a global village, we say. If it is a global village, if we have been technically empowered, we have become so much so developed as the growth rate claims, then we should have become universal. But it seems globalization has nothing to do with universalism. Universal humanity is skipped in the phenomenon of globalization, liberalization, privatization, and the open market economy. Our beloved poet Navarun Bhattacharya, way back in 2003 and perhaps 2002, when we were all working for Bhasha Bandhan, he had serious objection against Bissayon, the Bengali meaning of globalization. He said Bissayon means universal humanity, for which Rabindranath Tagore called Vishwa Bandhutva, universal fraternity. And it is not globalization. Globalization is not universal fraternity. It is rather the world on fire, the nature on fire, the humanity on fire. It is about the play with the globe, playing with the globe. Navalanda called it Golokayan. I termed this globikaran. This globikaran, Golokayan, globalization is not about universal fraternity. The problem is very complicated. Human life is reduced to hell losing. The children would not live with the parents, and the parents despise the children. We may not have friends in neighborhood. We may not have any friend in Pakistan, because Pakistan is an enemy nation. We may not seek friendship with China, because China is an enemy nation. And coincidentally, I have to perhaps delete ex-PM of Nepal, Baburam Bhattarai, ex-PM of Nepal, Mr. Prachand, Comrade Prachand, from my friend list. Just because Nepal has turned to become the latest enemy of India. India has blocked Nepal economically, and India has denied the blockade officially. But the blockade continues, and demonstrations against India continues in Nepal. It is not so simple. It is not about political borders only. Within India, we cannot have friendship in Kashmir, because everyone in Kashmir, every citizen in Kashmir is under surveillance. They have been branded as the enemies of the nation, and they are treated as the enemies of the nation. In the same way, we may not make friends in central India, in Bastar, in Datebara. We cannot behave friendship with the tribal people because they are treated as extremists, Maoists. In northeast India, we cannot have friend in Nagaland or Manipur because they are different people, racially different, and they are considered as the Kashmiris are considered, they are considered as the enemies of the nation. It is better that Indian nation should declare with whom we have to maintain our relationship and with whom we have not to, with whom we should treat as friends within the nation and with whom we should not treat as friends within the nation. For the Indian state, this work is doing very well by the Bajrangi Brigade, the Hindutva Brigade. They are issuing fatwas against intelligentsia in Karnataka. 19 of them are in the hit list. They are declaring from temples on loudspeaker that this or that man is eating beef and he should be lynched, and the man is lynched. And it is all about the rule of law in the governance of fascism in the Hindu nation India that we have been reduced to in globalization, in liberalization, in privatization, in unabated free flow of foreign capital and foreign interest. The latest news is, rather I should read both the news. It is the screaming headline in Economic Times: caste is the biggest star in Bihar, Lalu. I have already said it is not a festival of democracy in Bihar. It is rather a Mahabharat. The offsprings of Kuru Vansh not only divided in Kurus and Pandavas, they are divided into various factions of caste alliances. The caste alliances, not the political parties, are fighting for the mandate, and the infight for power in the Indian state has been reduced to a caste war, and Lalu explains it very well. Lalu Prasad is determined to keep the focus on caste divided in election-bound Bihar, throwing a spanner in the works of Bharatiya Janata Party, which is seeking to disassociate itself from Rashtriya Swayam Sangh Chief Mohan Bhagwat's recent suggestion of a review of reservation policy and betting primarily on PM Narendra Modi's promise of development. Caste is central to Bihar politics. The Rashtriya Janata Dal leader and former Chief Minister told ET in an exclusive interview projecting the upcoming assembly election as a battle between the upper caste represented by BJP-led alliance and the backward caste under the Grand Alliance, which includes his party. It is the reality check of globalization. It is the reality check of free market open economy. It is all about unprecedented violence. And what is the reset economic agenda I have been talking for these days? It is 17-point development point, and this agenda focuses on 3 points mainly. On is poverty elimination, second is to address the climate change, and third is employment. And how the economic reforms are enacted in India. Economic Times published this report. Diwali Dhamaka, a strategic sale of PSUs, means public sector units, may take a start soon. Not only the 7th pay commission has to be implemented in April 2016, linked to productivity and subjected to large scale retrenchment. It is Diwali Dhamaka. Diwali means the festive season, and the festive season means privatization, total privatization. Economic Times reports the government is drawing up a formal policy regarding the sales of stakes, including transfer of control in state-run companies, as it revives the idea of privatization, non-strategic public sector enterprises, PSU. The initial emphasis of the policy through is likely to be on loss-making companies. Strategic, it is a strategic consideration. The policy will set down the rules for identifying companies and the process. Finance Ministry has held discussion with Department of Public Enterprises. No less than 70 loss-making public sector units have been detected during 2013 and 14. Total losses of these companies is calculated as rupees 20,000 crore, and that's it. यह मुकम्मल फांसीवाद, मुकम्मल तानाशाही है और चिड़ियों को चहचहाने की इजाजत भी नहीं है। जिंदगी बहुत मुश्किल है, बहुत कड़ी धूप है, बहुत कड़ी, बहुत मुश्किल डगर है। अब हम लोग जो बुजुर्ग हो चले हैं, 60 के आसपास या 60 के पार हैं, हम लोग बीमार हैं, हम लोग तन्हाई से गिरते जा रहे हैं। और बुजुर्ग हमारे चल दिए और दोस्त भी एक के बाद एक निकल पड़े हैं और हम फिर वही अकेले बीमार। हम किसी के काम के नहीं। बाकी मसले इतने मुश्किल हैं, इतने उलझे हुए हैं, हम बाकी जिंदगी जीकर उन्हें सुलझा नहीं सकते। बेहतर है कि बेगुनाहों का कत्ल आप बंद कर दें और बेहतर है हिट लिस्ट आप जारी करें या ना करें, हम जैसे लोगों का काम तमाम आप कर दें, क्योंकि बाकी जिंदगी जीकर भी हम हालात ये बदल नहीं सकते। यह हमारी मजबूरी है। अब बीमार इतने हैं कि हम किसी के काम भी नहीं आ सकते। मजबूर इतने हैं कि हम कोई मसला सुलझा भी नहीं सकते। इस नाकाम बेकार जिंदगी का क्या करना। बेहतर हो कि बेगुनाहों का कत्ल आप बंद कर दे, बदले इसके आप चाहे तो हम लोगों की जान ले लें। उपनिषदों और पुराणों में ऐसी कथाएं अनगिनत है कि मनुष्यता के लिए हमारे पुरखों ने अपनी जान कुर्बान कर दी। आजादी से पहले कहीं भी जाना बहुत मुश्किल था। 1990 से पहले फोन करना मुश्किल था। सन 2000 से पहले मोबाइल हर हाथ में नहीं था, एसटीडी नहीं थी, आईएसडी नहीं थी, स्काइपी नहीं थी। आज हम तकनीकी तौर पर दुनिया भर से अपने को जोड़ सकते हैं, लेकिन लिखना मना है, बोलना मना है, दोस्तियों पर पाबंदी है। हम पाकिस्तानियों से दोस्ती नहीं कर सकते, चीनियों से दोस्ती नहीं कर सकते, अब हम नेपालियों से दोस्ती नहीं कर सकते। बांग्लादेशियों से दोस्ती करेंगे तो किसी दिन आतंकवादी करार दिए जाएंगे। आदिवासियों से दोस्ती करेंगे तो माओवादी करार दिए जाएंगे। कश्मीरियों से दोस्ती करेंगे तो राष्ट्रद्रोही करार दिए जाएंगे। पूर्वोत्तर के लोगों से दोस्ती करेंगे तो भी खतरा बना रहेगा कि किसी दिन हमको अल्फाई ना डिक्लेयर कर दिया जाए। मुसलमानों से दोस्ती करेंगे तो हिंदुत्व के खिलाफ मान लिए जाएंगे। सवर्णों से दोस्ती करेंगे तो दलित नाराज हो जाएंगे। दलितों से दोस्ती करेंगे तो सवर्ण नाराज हो जाएंगे। इज इट ग्लोबलाइजेशन? इज इट द यूनिवर्सल फ्रेटर्निटी नेहरू, गांधी, नेताजी and Rabindranath Tagore sought? Let us seek the answer. The Bengali Daily Anand Bazar published a screaming banner in its Kolkata edition today. শাসকের আজ সব চাই, দখলের দায়িত্বে বংশবদ পুলিশ, বাইরের কর্মী, অশান্তির ভয় নিয়েই ভোট চার এলাকায়। It is municipal corporation elections in Bengal today. Bidhannagar in Kolkata and Asansol municipality in the coalfields area are the epicenter of the trouble zone. And only day before yesterday in central Calcutta, left activists have been thrashed by police and even before then, on 2nd September during Bharat Bandh against labor reforms, police behaved likewise. And it is yet another bloodshed day in Bengal. And I have not browsed TV as yet. The blood is spilling on the streets, but it is not French Revolution. It is not about democracy. It is about the monopolistic hegemony, the class and caste rule. আনন্দবাজার রিপোর্টস শাসক দলের ঘনিষ্ঠ বলে পরিচিত উত্তর 24 পরগনার ডিএসপি পদমর্যাদার এক অফিসারের ডিউটি পড়েছে ভোট যুদ্ধের বিধাননগরে। শুক্রবার সল্টলেক পুলিশের সঙ্গে যিনি বুথ এলাকার চিনতে বেরিয়েছিলেন, হঠাৎই করুণাময়ীর কাছে পানের দোকানের সামনে দেখতে পেলেন এক পরিচিত যুবক। পুলিশ অফিসার বিস্মিত, কারণ জিন্স টি শার্ট আর স্নিকার্স পরা ওই যুবকের বাড়ি বিধাননগর থেকে 55 কিলোমিটার দূরে বাদুড়িয়ায়। ডিএসপি জানতে চাইলেন, কি রে তুই এখানে কি করছিস? একটু অপ্রতিভ না হয়ে যুবকের উত্তর, বুঝতেই তো পারছেন স্যার, আপনি যে কারণে এসেছেন আমিও সেজন্যই। এরপর দুজনেই হাসিতে ফেটে পড়লেন। নরম পানীয় পান খেতে খেতে নিচু গলায় আলোচনাও চলল দুজনের বেশ কিছুক্ষণ। শুধু বিরোধীদের একাংশের অভিযোগ নয়, তৃণমূলের একাধিক সূত্রেরও খবর, শাসক দলের অনুকূলে ভোট করাতে একদিকে যেমন দূর দূর থেকে বহিরাগতদের এনে জড়ো করা হয়েছে, তেমনি বাছাই করে আনা হয়েছে পুলিশ অফিসারদেরও। নির্বাচনী কৌশলের অঙ্গ হিসেবে বাইরে থেকে বাছাই করে আনা পুলিশের নির্দিষ্ট ডিউটি বাটোয়ারা করবে, পাশাপাশি বহিরাগতদেরও কর্তব্য বেঁধে দেওয়া হয়েছে। It is democracy, and it is the rule of law. And what about the national scenario? Let me read some headlines. One man's meat. It is a report on pure politics by Economic Times. One man's meat. Outrageous comments by BJP ministers and right-wing groups keep the pot boiling in Uttar Pradesh after the lynching of a man over meat. The murder is wrong. A particular community has been given a green card, as is given by the US to those who can enter and exit the country at any time to commit any crime. That the day PM Modi gives a free hand, everything will be fine in UP. It is Sanjeev Balian, Union Minister of State for Agriculture. He belongs to Western UP Jat stronghold, and he belongs to Balian Khap, the Khap Panchayat group, and he is demanding free hand to tackle the non-Hindus, specifically the Muslims unwanted in Indian nation. The Muslims countrywide out of India, out of Kashmir and Kashmir Valley within India, they are treated enemies of the nation, as the Kashmir Valley people are treated as the enemies of nation. And it is the root cause of Gujarat genocide. Gujarat genocide is not the reaction What about what happened in Godhra after the car savers had been burnt alive by accident or plan? Or it was not just the aftermath, the reaction of Babri Mosque demolition. It was a cold-blooded ethnic cleansing episode, and the ethnic cleansing continues. Encounters continue. Muslim people are imprisoned as tribals are imprisoned for sake of development, for sake of national security, without trial, without lodging any FIR, without any judicial process, because they are treated as enemies of the nation. And those enemies of the nation have been killed in Muzaffarnagar, as they had been killed in Meerut, Aligarh, Agra, Bhiwandi, Hyderabad, Mumbai, and elsewhere all over India. It is the story, it is the continuous Holocaust since 15th August 1957, since the transfer of power, since the transfer of population, because Hindutva forces succeeded to achieve Hindu nation as well as a Muslim nation, Pakistan, to fight with, and they have got a bonus, Bangladesh, and they are trying their best to have another Muslim enemy, and that is Kashmir. They want to exclude Kashmir from the history and geography of India, so that no majority demography of Muslim remains in India, and all over countrywide the Muslims should be reduced in pure minority in mathematics sense, so that the ethnic cleansing should be unabated. And this demand that the day PM Modi gives a free hand, everything will be fine in UP. Sanjeev Balian, Union Minister of State for Agriculture. Agriculture growth rate is 0 or below 0 or above 0. It is that. Here, the agriculture minister is not concerned about the miserable conditions of the peasantry. He is not concerned with harvesting. He is not concerned with inflation due to food products, vegetables, and edible oils. He is not concerned at all. No agriculture minister had been concerned at all. Mr. Sharad Pawar had been engaged in BCCI IPL casino, and it was his job. He was playing his favorite game of export and import in the best interest of those exporting and importing companies, and we were suffering. And this Minister of Agriculture in current ministry in the governance of fascism is concerned with the Hindutva agenda of ethnic cleansing of the enemies of the nation, the Muslims. He is not concerned with peasantry at all, and it is globalization. Again, Union Minister Mahesh Sharma concludes, this should be considered as an accident without giving any communal coloring. A Muslim man, 50 years old, he was declared by a temple loudspeaker that he was eating beef, and he was lynched, and his family is not protected. The family wants to go out the village, but the Hindutva forces would not allow, and the minister says this should be considered as an accident without giving any communal color to it. Two other families live with the affected family in the middle of the village. It means not the police, not the state, not the mechanism of law and order are anyway responsible for the security of this bereaved family. Those two families which should be Muslim in identity, they have to be responsible for their security. 10-20 houses of other community are in the outlying part, but no incident concerning them has happened. This is the logic. This is the logic in defense of the brutal murder, and it is very funny. It is amusing. On Facebook and social media, the post is viral that Saudi Arabia has banned pork. Why we, a Hindu nation, should not ban on beef? It is the logic. I don't know whether Saudi Arabia has banned pork or not. But my friends, Saudi Arabia is an Islamic nation, and as India is a people's democracy, it is republic, and it is secular, and it has a constitution alive despite day-to-day murder of the constitution, murder of the national conscience. It is not a Hindu nation. It is the agenda of Hindu to make India Hindu within 2020, and it is the agenda of Hindu to make the globe Hindu by 2030. It is the ideology of the governance of finance which it is pursuing in the disguise of business-friendly governance. Business-friendly governance to make India a fascist nation, a fascist Hindu nation. Is it globalization? Is it about the universal fraternity? And now the same logic Mahesh Sharma says. Two other families live with the affected family in the middle of the village. 10-12 houses of other communities are outlying part, but no incident concerning them happened. And Champat Rai, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad General Secretary, opines, several people have labelled allegations against Hindus and those working for awakening of Hindus. My view is clear. Some people contract diarrhea if they don't abuse Hindus. Their diarrhea gets treated when they abuse Hindus. It is a clear-cut fatwa. If you abuse here means if you criticize the Hindus, means Hindutva agenda, the agenda of fascism, then you are inflicted of diarrhea, and that diarrhea have to be treated by Hindus, as that diarrhea has been treated in cases of murders of Pansare, of Kulvargi and Davolkar, and it was the same diarrhea inflicted that man Akhlaq who was murdered in Dadri. That's it. Now, it is not so very hard to detect diarrhea, because the intelligentsia is detached. They are engaged in the caste war. They are engaged in identity politics. They are engaged in the sharing of power with the class and caste rule. Nobody is speaking. Nobody is writing. Speaking is banned. Writing is banned. Friendship is banned. Is it globalization? My heart is pierced. I cannot sing a night like a nightingale, because I am not a nightingale. I am a man. I am an ordinary man. I am not an icon. I am not a part of the intelligentsia. I am a part of media which is dealing Modi heart, the Modified India, which is dealing with the Man Ki Baatein by the state power, by the class rule, by the hegemony rule. I have no scope to broadcast Man Ki Baatein, my plight, my day-to-day life, my problems, my concerns, my concern about the nature, about the humanity, about climate change, about poverty, about famine, about employment, about persecution, about refugee infliction, about civic rights, about human rights. Those concerns have been blocked, and it is fascism. मुकम्मल फांसीवाद, मुकम्मल तानाशाही, चिड़ियों को चहचहाने की इजाजत नहीं है। तो बेहतर है कि वे लोग जो अंधियारा का कारोबार कर रहे हैं, कटकटेला अंधियारा है और तेज बत्ती वालों का यह पूरा तंत्र, यंत्र, मंत्र और कारोबार है, और हम लोग बीमार हैं, हम लोग तन्हाई में हैं, हम दुनियाई मसले कुछ सुलझा नहीं सकते, बेबस हैं, मजबूर हैं। हम सर छुपाने को कोई आशा खोज नहीं सकते हैं, हम लोग लावारिस हैं। तो इस जिंदगी का बोझ आगे ढोकर हम क्या करेंगे? बेहतर है जो कातिल है, जो धर्मोन्मादी लोग हैं, उनकी खून की प्यास वे हमारे खून से बुझाएं, चाहे हिटलिस्ट हो या न हो, लेकिन बेगुनाहों का कत्ल का यह सिलसिला बंद होना चाहिए, बंद होना चाहिए। हालात बहुत नाजुक हैं, चारों तरफ पहरा है, दसों दिशाओं से पहरा है। हम बायोमेट्रिक हैं, हम क्लोन सिटीजन हैं, हम रोबोटिक हैं, हम डिजिटल हैं, हर हाथ में मोबाइल है, हर व्यक्ति कनेक्टेड है, स्काइपी है, वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस है, लेकिन दोस्तियों पर पाबंदी है। घर में हम लोग एक साथ नहीं रह सकते, शहर में हम लोग साथ साथ नहीं रह सकते, सुबह में हम लहूलुहान है, रोज 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 लाठीचार्ज, रोज गोलियां, रोज दंगे फसाद, रोज हिंसा, रोज लूट की वारदात है, रोज कत्ल है, रोज फसाद है। हर सुबह का हाल ही है, हर सुबह के खिलाफ है। देश का हर हिस्सा हर हिस्से के खिलाफ है। देश की जनता के खिलाफ है। देश की जनता माओवादी है, देश की जनता राष्ट्रद्रोही है। कश्मीर इज द एनिमी ऑफ द नेशन, सेंट्रल इंडिया is the enemy of the nation. The Himalayas, the Himalayan people, they happen to be the enemies of the nation. The northeast people have been branded as the enemies of the nation. Personally, individually, any one of us may be branded as the enemy of the nation, the enemy of Hindutva, the enemy of Hindutva agenda, and they are free to kill us. It makes no difference because मुकम्मल तानाशाही है, मुकम्मल फांसीवाद है और चिड़ियों को चहचहाने की इजाज़त नहीं है, हरगिज़ नहीं है। My heart bleeds because my heart is pierced with the त्रिशूल सियासती, मजहबी और हुकूमत की धारदार जहरीला त्रिशूल। और नीलकंठ भी हूँ नहीं मैं कि जहर हलाहल पी जाऊं और फिर भी जीता रहूं शिव की तरह, और शिव की तरह झेलता रहूं यह नरक और स्वर्ग की सीढ़ियाँ। हिमालय लहूलुहान है, लहूलुहान है, पानी का भंडार लहूलुहान है, अन्न का भंडार, आलम बेरोजगारी का है। इट इज टोटल प्राइवेटाइजेशन, इट इज टोटल disinvestment, it is total FDI Raj, it is total Mafia Raj, it is the valley of death, it is gas chamber. Is it globalization? Is it the universal fraternity? ইহাই কি বিশ্বায়ন, যে বিশ্বায়নের কথা কবিগুরু রবীন্দ্রনাথ বলেছিলেন? নবারুণ ভট্টাচার্য ঠিক বলেছিলেন। গোলকায়ন হচ্ছে যারা গ্লোব নিয়ে খেলছে তাদের রাজত্ব, তাদের আধিপত্য এই ग्लोबलाइजेशन। और क्या कहे क्या ना कहे, किस बात पर रोक लगेगी, किस बात पर हमको रेस्ट्रिक्ट किया जाएगा, हम कतई नहीं जानते। कब तक हम बोल सकेंगे यह भी नहीं जानते, कब तक हम जी सकेंगे यह भी नहीं जानते। कयामत का मंजर यही है, यही है। कयामत का मंजर यही है, यही है, यही है। थैंक यू इंडिया, थैंक यू ह्यूमैनिटी, थैंक यू to bear with me. Thank you.